Hi everyone, it's me, Andrew, and today, the 10th of October 2016, I have turned 3 years old! I know, it's a bit of a strange video. I mentioned before about deed pools and stuff like that. Another thing something I didn't mention before was how I consider the day when I had my name legally changed as a second birthday, because I think it's pretty cool. But also, it just reminds me how far I've gotten, like, through my transition, and how many things have changed for the good or better. And yeah, just randomly talking about my 3rd birthday, and so I'm 3 years old. Well, legally Andrew Jude for 3 years. Another thing I didn't mention was my second witness. So, at the time when I'm like, after August 2013, when I came out as trans, my experience in university in terms of my gender identity went really well, basically. But before I left that the second year to be a third year, I spoke to one of my tutors, one of my personal tutors, and I told her how I felt about my gender identity, and she totally understood. And that's like another thing I love about the arts, because there are many people who identify as queer and LGBTQ, and you know, you'll find some of those people part of the arts industry. So and my personal lecturer, she's like the best. So she was like, nothing fazed her at all when I told her about this, and she totally understands. She was totally on board. And first she was like, do you want to talk to the rest of the class about it? And my course in university, I think there was 12 or 13 of us all together, so a very tiny class, and not that many people, I was gonna say to convince, but why did I say that? Wow. Not that many people to come out to, basically. It's quite a big number, though. And at first it was like during April, March time, I think, and at first I was like, I can't do it, I can't come out, I can't tell anyone. I mean, because back then I was experimenting with my gender, and I was just kind of like, I don't know if I am trans, but I know this gender I'm presenting as, it still makes me very uncomfortable. So she totally understood that. So I think the next day she told everyone, and she told me to wait at the one of the cafes on campus when she told everyone about how she'd like everyone to refer me as Andy and use either he or they. And then she texted me back saying, oh, okay, I told everyone you can come back now. So I came into class, everything was fine. Wow, yeah, everything was pretty chill. Everyone stopped using my dead name and started referring me to Andy, making it very clear that they listened, and it's an important thing for me, even though, like, I had no idea what was gonna come later on. And so I think it was before October or after October, I can't actually remember, maybe before, but later on, and that same year, when I told everyone that I'm kind of thinking about my gender identity, I came out to them the second time, and it was for this presentation. I think it was like a warm-up exercise. We made this presentation about talking about ourselves, and it had to be like, I think we had to talk for either 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and everyone's like, I don't know what to say about myself. And I was just like, I don't know what to say. And I basically talked about how I felt about my gender identity, and coming out as trans properly to everyone. And I was like, yeah, I was like, second birthday, bam. No, it was definitely after October now. Yeah, I came out to them, like, officially, I guess. I was just like, oh yeah, just to let you know, the whole entire Andy thing, yeah, still on board with that. But I legally changed into Andrew, and I am a trans man. And I'm not represented as the gender I was assigned to at birth. And I think, because I mentioned it earlier on that year, everyone was kind of like, I suppose trying to get used to it, using different pronouns and my nickname back then. So by the time it was later on in that year, in the last year of university, everyone was totally like used to it and they were totally comfortable about it. And I'm really glad I cried to my lecturer about that, because that was such a weird. That was a weird time of 2013, because I didn't know, I just wasn't really sure. I don't know, I was like like an identity crisis sort of thing. So I'm glad that I did come out. I came out to my lecturer and I did it again to everyone, and I'm glad that everyone supported me really well on that. Yes, and so today is my 3rd birthday, and I got my lecturer to be my second witness because I couldn't think of anyone else who... I mean, I did have great, amazing people supporting me. I just thought my lecturer was more appropriate because she has done... She made sure I was comfortable, and she made sure that my name was temporarily changed on the register in university before I gave him my legal copy and stuff like that. And she was always there when I cried. So she's amazing. Yes. This is such a random video, but I just wanted to say I'm 3 years old, basically, and, like, just... even though, like, legally I'm 3 years old, that sounds so weird. I mean, I definitely have to do a lot more growing, but I feel like I've done so much growing, but at the same time there's like, there's still more stuff to learn about and to go through. But I'm really happy, and I'm really grateful with the good responses I've gained even before I came out as trans. And like, I had a few not so great responses because I couldn't figure it out. So it's just that, I mean, those toxic people aren't in my life anymore. And I'm really glad that I have people who support me and love me, because I think I find it, I don't know, I guess I find it strange that people love me for who I am. That made no sense. But I am really grateful. And I remember speaking to one of my friends, and we were talking about waiting times for GICs, and they were saying, even though it feels like it'll be ages away to be on T, but when I came out, that was ages ago. So it might not feel like it might feel like forever, but things will eventually come into place and it will happen. I mean, like, obviously not automatically, but if you make things happen, and if you have a great support, and if you have a great support system as well and stuff like that, and you push forward with it, then things should fall into place. I know some people might argue against that, but I just wanted to talk about, I don't know, have a moment of reflection, I guess. So, thank you very much for watching my video. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.